And I reviewed it so many times in thankfulness that when I met Betty, the positive energy that she radiated,
Yeah, I can imagine.
the positive energy that she radiated is what put me in a trance almost. Because I could actually see the type of person she was.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's been that way ever since for 64 years. And, because I wasn't out there looking for, you know what I'm saying? But those are the things that's what happens when you meet that person that you're destined to marry. It tells you if it's, you say, well, I want a piece of that. You know what I'm saying?
Good thing you didn't say that when you met.
Huh?
It's a good thing you didn't say that when you met me.
Actually, you said it. You're like, you want a piece of me?
That's right.
But that was basically cemented the relationship that we had. And we almost knew.
Yeah.
We almost knew upon meeting that we had met.
Yeah. Your soulmate.
Yeah.
And don't forget what the question that they asked you at the beginning here.
Well, I'm in my own way, I'm telling you. Now there's the physical part of it, in reference to when I saw her sitting next to this jukebox there at.
I didn't want your sleeve to get in your mustard.
Oh yeah, very good. At this pavilion, and there was that sweet thing just sitting there. But I said, that was during the time the guys would walk up to the gal. Well, what's your sign? You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the
Well,
the lead in.
I said, that's not my style. I want something that's a little different. So I pressed up and stood in front of her and looked down, and she was in that long dress, this.
Had
I
it
looked down
shorts, it was July.
and I said, will you marry me? Which broke the ice so beautifully because we laughed. And we danced and danced and danced and danced for hours.
Oh, I bet y'all did.
And then we got tired.
I had to go to the bathroom. And he said, you're coming back, aren't you? And I said, yeah, I'm just, But in the South, if you're modest, you don't say, I've got to go pee. Up north, they call it that. But I said, yes, I've just got to go for a little while and I'll be back.
So we decided to leave the dance floor and go out and sit alongside with this tree in the lawn. We sat there and talked. And that just kind of cemented the relationship.
Yeah.
Because she had her vision, her internal beauty and external beauty was the plus.
Yeah.
And the plus out of plus equals a plus.
Exactly.
There's no plus and a minus equals a minus.
Yeah.
A
A plus and a plus can only equal a plus.
A plus. So things grew from there, and they grew and they grew, and the most unbelievable thing, guys. This was on a Sunday. And on a Saturday, one of my buddies was on an overseas trip, which I had made many times, like to Japan.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh
that.
yeah.
And he had a car. And you take the whole trip, takes about a week usually.
Mm.
So I tell you what, let me just use, this was Saturday before I met her.
Mm-hmm.
I said, your car just gonna sit there. What? I'll pay you $25. Just let me have it so I have a car to use for a week. This was before I met your mother.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is this. He left on the trip. I had his car there, parked outside the barracks. This was a Saturday. Sunday, we all went to Land Park, the guys, that's when I met Biddy. But she was going to be there a week in San Antonio.
The last week of my vacation.
All the things that had to fall into place.
So
Really did.
Yeah.
we talked and talked and talked and talked on that Sunday afternoon. Got to be in the evening time. And I said, we need to get together tomorrow night. Can I have a car,
That is so cute because I have a car.
Yeah.
Take you somewhere.
Aw.
And we made a date that they would drop her off at Billy's, which was right outside the gate. Is a restaurant. Excuse me. So she was dropped off, and we spent the whole week together. When I said the whole week,
The cold tea makes him cry.
Oh. I just didn't know if you had something. No more.
where she was staying was about a mile or so from the barracks. With her
At Aunt Susie. and
Aunt
Jess.
Susie's. So I have to be on the base during the daytime, but at nighttime I'm free. So at nighttime I'd go pick her up, and we had every single night. We didn't have a flight.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a flight the whole week.
Mm.
So every night we were together, she and I. Every single night we spent
Most
together.
beautiful music in the world was during that time.
Oh, I'm
sure it was.
Oh, yeah, I agree. 100%.
Mm.
And we were just getting to know each other.
Yeah. It's the
But
fun
that
part.
cemented the relationship. But I got the car for a week. Could you believe it?
If he had not gone out at that,
I wouldn't have had any transportation. If I hadn't had that car,
You wouldn't have been at the car at the
I would have been able to pick her up.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he wanted, in other words, Monday night he had a flight. I mean, we didn't have a date Monday because you had a flight.
I called you and I had to cancel that date. Because
Well, no,
came up.
you told me, and I told you that I didn't say anything because I had a date with another guy that I had met before I met you. So I called him up and told him that, I can't remember.
Thanks for the thanks.
So you
It's a
canceled
little
it?
Christian girl, but I said my vacation has been cut short. And he was from Pennsylvania, someplace like that. Are you sure you can't? I've been looking forward to it. And I said, no. And I thought, Bud, if you just knew who I met.
Yeah.
It would be sacrilegious to go with you
Uh-huh.
when I'm going to marry this man.
That's right.
He doesn't know it yet.
just got through having a wedding proposal, just a day ago, so
That's
I'm gonna
right.
have to cut this
Yes,
short.
now you and I met and you didn't propose to me, right, like you did.
Now, so were you finished, Dad?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So y'all met on Sunday.
Mhm.
Sunday night, I know you were away from your family, but the very first night after y'all had met and y'all went and you talked and everything, what was going through your mind? Did you call anyone in your family, or did you talk to the people you were staying with, or did you just sort of, what were you thinking that first night when you got home from being with Dad?
I'll tell you exactly, and this is not an exaggeration. I had all of these sweet kisses all the way, and you know, to kiss on the first date,
Mm-hmm.
forget it. We broke that rule too. And so Billy Nell didn't want Aunt Susie and Uncle Jesse to know that she was going out like that. And
That
so
she is in you?
my cousin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so we had them drop us off at a neighbor's house. It's right around the corner from there. So they dropped us off, and when they say that your feet don't
Yeah.
hit the ground, I was in a daze.
Mm-hmm.
I knew right then.
Yeah.
Because you see, I was a devout Christian in that
Mm-hmm.
the Holy Spirit was just so true in me.
Yeah.
And I knew that was part of it, that
Yeah.
I had met who God had intended. Now, before we went on vacation, the family, and I knew we were going to go, I had prayed that I would meet someone on this vacation who God had planned for me.
Oh, really?
And it was funny because it's kind of like you're doing you're sitting there and your mind is doing like a daydream. I could see a man with broad shoulders, but with kind of a big head. You know, it was a shadow, but it was,
Mm-hmm.
and that was Daddy's profile exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that when I saw him that day, because he and the guys were swimming and jumping off the diving board into this natural pool. But when I saw him, I thought he looked so much like.
Your vision.
And
When that mom, when you prayed, did you pray for somebody? You didn't pray for somebody that was like 6'1", and you're 5'3".
oh
5'4".
yeah, I loved tall.
You
men.
like the tall?
Oh yes.
Yes, you like the tall. Okay, because that's
Oh,
what
yes.
that's what he gave you.
Oh yes, and I mean, here he came over there and all of it. It's like I told Daddy. I said he was handsome,
Oh yeah, he was
But-
definitely
oh, yeah.
handsome.
but
Oh,
he
yeah.
was gentle, and he
Yeah.
was a romantic.
Well, that's Dad. Wonderful.
And that's
You had
that's
all
what
the
I
right
need-
stuff, Dad.
That's what I needed. I love romance,
Yeah.
and I needed
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
But simple romance. It's just simple romance is the best
oh, no
romance.
turmoil whatsoever.
You
Just-
done good. You done
Yeah.
good.
He
Yeah.
was so cute because when he got word that he was going to have to go to Saudi Arabia for a year,
Oh my gosh.
oh, we were so sad.
Yeah.
We'd gone out to a nightclub there in Midland, and he was so sweet. He said, "Betty, I just want to go AWOL.
Oh, Dad.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go
Oh.
now. I just met you."
Oh.
Well, we met in July, and he came to Midland in November. Mother and I went back to San Antonio Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
That was September.
Oh, okay.
Then Daddy came, and then he came in November, and he brought me, he had bought a watch, and I had never had a watch in my life. And it was, y'all have seen it. It had the
Was that little silver one? Real
diamonds.
dainty and
Yeah,
pretty.
with a little black.
Very good.
Kind of an oval face, wasn't it?
Yes.
An oval
Oh,
face?
I remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember
Yeah.
that.
I remember that. The beautiful watch. Yeah.
I was just
No,
like,
it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But now the point
Yeah.
is this, you ask him about, when all of this was said and done, and he'd gone overseas and come back, gone to school for a year, and you wanted to know, when did he propose to me, and how did he propose?
Mm-hmm.
That was the question they asked you.
Actually,
Mother-
Susan just said, "How did you?" Oh,
Mother, why don't you go ahead and tell us?
Can I?
Sure.
I don't know what got into him, but your dad he didn't know the southern ways. He didn't know that he was really, that down south, the man talks to when he's going to propose,
Yeah.
he wants to talk to the father,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
to guarantee him that, but my dad was such a judge of people, he didn't have to have that.
Yeah.
He knew that,
Mhm.
and he knew how much Miles loved me. But your dad didn't know anything about proposing either. He really didn't. And we'd had so much fun, and our family is so crazy. We'd been to parties and nothing but laughter and this and that. So when I went to El Paso, and we were going out that night,
Just keep talking, Mom. I can hear you.
and so we got back, and we were in the room that Daddy had got for me.
Uh-huh.
And so he got down on his knees, and he had the ring box there. And he said, in just a minute, he went in the bathroom, you know. And I knew about what he was doing. Well, what he had done, he'd gone in to take one of the rings there. And so he came back in, and so he said, will you marry me? And I said, yes, I will. And so I opened it up, and here was this huge diamond. Oh, you've never seen anything like it. It looked like a 2 carat or 10 carat. And it was in there, and I looked at it, I couldn't believe it. I thought, what in the world? And he had got it from the dime store. This big.
Oh
Dad,
my gosh, Dad!
Mom, if you had known that,
Yeah.
you should have just said thank you,
Now,
but no
let's
thank
have it
you.
now. Say that. If Mother had known that,
Oh, Dad.
I looked at it and I said,
What is it?
what is it? Because here it was that brassy gold, you know. And that,
The diamond was about that size.
Oh my gosh. Just gaudy looking.
And so,
and so here he had put me in that very embarrassing situation. And then after we got through laughing at it, then he went and got the engagement ring. And he didn't propose, he just did.
Here you go.
He just said, "Here,
Ring on it.
there you go."
So we were always laughing.
oh yeah.
Our whole prior
Well, it was so new to you.
togetherness was laugh,
Yeah.
laugh. So it was a continuation.
Well,
And
that's
that was
where your
probably it.
that's where I'm
sis.
sorry. Go right ahead.
No, you go.
That's where your sense of humor, that's the sense of humor
But
that
it
we've
really
known
was the wrong
all
time.
of our lives since we've been
Then you
born.
didn't have to mention it.
Huh? No, I'm telling them the timing. I knew where you were coming. Now, what did you think I was going to do from then on? You made it. So I was going to say you made it to bed. Now you lay in.
But yeah, I mean that's
But he
there has to be some humor in it. Has to be some humor because that's what we, you know.
Because it's different. It made it
Exactly.
different.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Anybody could propose.
Oh yeah, and you should see the proposals now. They're kind of wild.
Oh yeah.
They have people. They have the proposals. People up in the air, in airplanes,
Or
and
except-
their
jumping out of
boyfriend
the
is a
plane.
pilot. You know, they have those little 2-deal pipers. You know, you have 2 people.
Oh yeah.
And the boyfriend is a pilot, and so what he does is that he goes up. They go up in the air, and they've done it several times. But this time there's supposed to be something happens to there's something going on with the engine, and they're gonna have to make an emergency
Oh, that's
landing.
terrible.
So the woman, the girlfriend is supposed to get the papers that, you know, because there's a list of what you have to do in an emergency landing. So what they did is in one of them, whenever she had to get to number 8, then it was about the proposal, and then all of a sudden you see them tear up, and then first they hit him because they think
Oh,
the
yeah.
president.
Oh, I would've just beat the crap out
but
of
some of them got kind of, you know, it's like why would you do it? But then when they know it's a proposal, and
But
then
see,
that's-
the
that's-
difference in Daddy and I is that we knew we were gonna get married.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we didn't have a cold feet, tried to back out
Yeah.
and changed our mind or anything. We were just following through.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Daddy wanted to have it, to make it memorable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't want it to be just like the old same old same
Will you
old.
marry me? Yes. Oh, you hug. Here's the ring, and then yeah, you want it to be
Oh, yeah.
to where you can tell. Did y'all go to dinner after that, or what did y'all do after?
Oh, yeah, went dancing.
Oh, did you?
Oh, y'all like to do a lot of dancing.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Well,
We danced all the time.
And we went to,
They wanted to dance cheek to cheek.
but we went over into Juarez. And they have nightclubs there. Oh, now this was back before. Beautiful nightclubs. One of the nightclubs we went to, they had blue lights. It was all white stucco inside. And they had blue lights up in like a little alcove. And of course they had every kind of drink.
Mm-hmm.
Their margaritas
Oh,
with the
gosh.
cherries on it. And is that what it's called? No, not that. It was like a snow cone.
Mm-hmm. Is it
Not the one with
a
the salt
colada?
on the rim.
Oh,
I don't know. And
like a
you'd have a
pina
little straw here,
slushy.
pina colada. It was like that.
Okay.
You'd have a little straw in the bottom, and as this would melt, because they had poured rum on it, and then put the cherries
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh, that sounds good.
Do you like pina coladas?
Yes.
Do you like getting caught in the rain?
Pina colada.
Are you into health food?
Huh?
You know that song? If you like pina colada.
Oh,
I didn't know.
thing, I thought my son lost his. You like to walk in the rain?
You like get caught in the rain? Well, I guess if I have an umbrella, it's all right.
But that's the thing about when God is in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you
Everything
don't
everything
do
had to fall into
anything.
place.
That's right.
That's
You don't.
exactly.
We had our love letters. We had the time for that. Those love letters were and they were so wonderful because I missed him so much and he missed me. But
Yeah.
he had a lot more to do. I was just there waiting for him.
Yeah.
But it was the most unbelievable thing because the next December, I guess November, anyway, while he was there, I got red roses. And I thought he'd sent them from Saudi Arabia. Well, he had wired them, and they wired
Oh yeah.
there to the United States. And
It's her
then,
birthday, yeah.
and then brought me those red
12 of
roses.
them, yeah.
Oh.
So, Dad, did you have a picture of Mother
Oh, yeah.
to where, and did you show some of the men? You said, did.
This is my
This is-
fiance
this
or
is my
wife.
He
Yeah.
showed you the other, a couple of weekends ago, where I had the sweater on that he had sent me
Mm-hmm.
from Irish,
Ireland,
Ireland. Oh, what was that called? Cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
Cashmere was just like soft
Cashmere,
as
yeah.
leather.
Cashmere.
And green, because he always got me everything in green that he could. And then he had pocket size. I had a 8x10 picture of him in his uniform, and I had the red roses there in a vase,
Oh.
and his picture in this frame on my dresser in my bedroom.
Oh, that's very
Well,
nice.
that's nice because usually with the old movies we always see where
yeah.
when you're in the service you had to have that little small.
That beautiful, yes.
Yeah, you always the guy always had
They
had,
always
Oh, yeah.
yeah. This is my woman. Is that your woman? Yes, it's my woman.
Yeah, we had
Exactly.
everything. It was perfect, everything.
Well, we're
It
happy,
sounds like
we're
it.
happy that y'all got together, cause if y'all hadn't
Very
gotten
nice.
together,
Yeah.
we wouldn't
Oh.
be sitting here.
That's
Now
great.
what we have to do is we have to clean off this table that looks like a picnic.